Hi, YouTube! What was that power in you, I wonder? Grias seemed to know something about it.
Well,
hey, I say use it or lose it. That said, let's take the rest of the day off. I want to talk some more. Sure, if you want, but let's take a break eventually, okay? Hello, Grias. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. Now, you want to ask about that power, don't you? What name did I give him, see? It's Zababi. Because I wanted it to be different from the others.
Huh?
I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary. And yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly. That's incredible. Do you have anything else to say? Oh, it's getting late. We'll talk details tomorrow. No, I want to talk more. We have more than a few stories to swap. I'd like to hear how the Sanctum is faring myself, but as it stands, I'm in need of some shut-eye. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, hi, Stroll. Never in my life have I witnessed anything like that power you used. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Also, hello, just unknown. Incredible. If only I'd had that kind of power back then. Apologies. I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest.
Got it?
Yeah, let's sleep.
can't sleep?
Guess
I'm not surprised after what we
said.
just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor no, I know.
I know. I will.
I wanted to tell you, though.
It's just, I hate sleeping on the floor.
I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your fault. I'm not gonna say it's kind of your fault.
It's not your fault.
That would be cool. We'll see what Atlas does, though, in terms of remastering games. Because this is their new entry, and I'd like them to continue making more new stuff as well.
You say that, but... Look, I can't fight with you, but as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
Oh, more of the book.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Well, hello.
A cat!
Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you.
Okay.
My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia.
That's nice.
Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind.
That is very cool. The king put you in here?
So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magla within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Not much choice.
Not much choice.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Okay.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
The party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in Academia. Allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in Academia. Oh no. I have to choose? I'll do the first one, because I don't really know being able to change it. I don't know what that would do at the moment. Okay, Moore is the first of your followers. People that support your quests as steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that change the shape of your journey. Moore is just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
Oh, I thought I had to choose. Okay.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Okay.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case,
This road should take us to Grand Trad.
All right.
We'll check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trad. Can I go back
Stop.
here? That's the northern border fort. I have no intention of going back. Okay. The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your guard down.
We'll be going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready? Yes.
Good.
We should hurry. Our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
Alright. Mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
huh?
What's the matter?
What happened?
I may be imagining it, but I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
This deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard down.
Looking for an opening to escape. Don't forget I have my eye on you.
Look at that!
Hey, look, up in the air! That large bird is known as a corval. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush. So what now? Like, we needed another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out?
No.
No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as it is. Besides, let me guess, you could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me. Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Pushing forward.
My memorandum. Nord Mines. A mine dug in the hills of northwest Uchronia. Due to the abundance of high-quality magla crystals, mining efforts had long been run under the king's direct authority. However, some sort of catastrophic accident took place several years ago, costing many lives, and the mine was temporarily closed until the cause of the incident could be removed. However, the mines remain shuttered even now, and they're generally thought of as abandoned. Okay. Archetypes. Mysterious power that Zbubby is awakened to. Shining magla engulfs the entire body, transforming it into a giant figure reminiscent of a hero. It seems to be a sort of magic, but clearly not the same kind as the igniters used by the army. Everything about it deviates from what is commonly known of magic. And academia. Mysterious room described by Moore as a hall of wisdom, reminiscent of a researcher's study. The chamber is filled with all manner of objects rarely seen elsewhere, from books containing secret knowledge regarding archetypes to forbidden texts and tools, which accurately map the movement of the stars, among countless others. And people! I'm guessing it's for Moore! An enigmatic young man imprisoned in a peculiar study called academia. They first contacted us during a particularly trying moment by somehow linking their consciousnesses. Though he is undoubtedly an ally, many mysteries surround him, such as his knowledge that igniters are not essential to magic, or his profound expertise on archetypes. Hold on, there's some wild dogs over there. Hundos. The beasts hunt in packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. Oh, we can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for now.
What's wrong?
Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs. Barely worth a moment's worry for someone such as you. Of course!
Oh.
Good, you're starting to catch on. You can't let the fear paralyze you. First, take a good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you've assessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly.
Look.
Now, size up that hundo. What do you make of it? It's weaker.
Aye.
Indeed, you slipped out of that script at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. LT to activate Phase Sight and identify an enemy's strength via their color. Lower level enemies will glow blue, enemies of the same level will glow yellow, and higher level enemies will glow red. Unknown enemies will appear white. When you've leveled up to a point where you think you could overpower certain enemies, you can simply approach the enemy to see if their color has changed. When engaging a weaker force, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple attack. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you into a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. Ooh. If you press left bumper when a cursor is over an enemy, you will lock onto that enemy. That enemy will always be in view, and you can easily close the distance by attacking.
Alright.
Understood. Now try it for yourself.
Give it a shot. We got this.
Right there.
Let's push through! Alright, how's that? Easily. Let's push through! Alright, how's that?
Good one.
Oh my god, then you just kill it. I don't even have to fight them, that's so... I don't know. It's not as funny as Morgana
Hold on.
absolutely demolishing shadows with the hood of his car form, but... It's faster than the animations of doing that. Ah, that's right. I've one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Press Y to initiate a squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you use Y to initiate a squad battle on an enemy after depleting its break gauge with X attacks, the battle starts with great advantage in your favor. However, if you are attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you will be forced into a battle where the enemy is at an advantage. Survey the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Evaluate the enemies in your vicinity, then decide whether you'll dispatch them quickly with X attacks to stun them first, or jump directly into a strategic squad battle using Y. Phase Sight will help you determine your battle approach, while staying out of enemy reach. Use it to be efficient as you tackle a dungeon.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Trad. I need to be sure you can defend yourself.
That being the case,
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
here we go.
We're here to
Feeling
stop
they might
you!
be pretty tough.
I'll be getting a head start, thanks.
If you're unhappy with how a battle is going, you can restart from the beginning by pressing L. Pressing right trigger assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill you have.
Take this!
Come forth, royal soul!
Maybe
I
not.
don't think we need to do that.
Not done yet. Last.
What was that, Rias?
Still up?
He just had to miss. Oh well, we got it.
Let's hurry onward.
That'll do it.
Push through! Okay, let's give this all we've got.
Yeah, okay.
Take this!
This time we did the start where he's
Let's
stuck.
go.
I'm gonna use
Scour.
this. Okay, he wasn't weak to it, but he died.
Some battles are hardly a footnote.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert. No choice but to cut through them. Oh, he did it!
Alright, how's that?
A step in the right direction.
He is weak to
I think
damage.
we got them all.
Yeah.
We'll be safe for a while. No choice but to cut through.
This is our chance.
Oh, there's
Take
two of
this.
them.
Still standing, eh?
Stay sharp.
Down.
It's not a
Finish
finish.
off that
Nothing to
one.
worry about. Only one left. Finish them off.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it? I don't
That
know,
was
I
the
think it's a
last
good
of
thing. Ah.
Come on! They're out cold! Let's give them a fight! This could be our chance.
This is our chance.
Ooh, three of them, huh?
Two remain.
Grius,
Seem the
go
right
one.
move.
They're weak to it.
Last one!
They're down. I knew you had this.
Even easier than expected.
I think that's all of them. It's all clear.
Hello.
What is it?
Haven't you seen you lot around these parts before? You wouldn't be bandits now, would you? What are you talking about? Now that I get a better look at you, I'd say you aren't bandit material. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed.
But
What are you doing in such a remote place? Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I have a regular nearby, so I came for business, but the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human appeared.
Pardon?
For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you lot be interested in buying something? How about I sell some things?
Now then.
Ooh. I don't have a lot of money, so I'll just buy 2. I have 6 of those. Yeah, I don't need... Okay, I have 3. Alright. In my trade, you hear a lot of gossip. Plenty of rumors lately about beasts from all over getting more feral by the day. And when that happens, a human eventually appears out of nowhere and destroys some town or village. It chills me to even speak of it. I heard that monsters have been running amok lately at the nearby border fort. Hope nothing bad has happened. Yeah, about that. Well, if you found something worth selling, I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods. Lots of rubbish, but some materials too. You won't catch me scavenging for it today, though.
Thank you.
I'll stay put until the beasts settle down some. You find something worth selling, well, you know where to find me. The traveling peddler. They sell things. They are veteran travelers, even willing to explore caves and other places where the world's monsters are most likely to lurk. Okay. The sense of adventure and the rarity of their goods often inspire awe in those who have never ventured outside their town's borders. Oh, it's at higher markup, though.
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
take this. Go on, finish the job.
Just
That
one
one's
left.
down.
Very promising.
Nothing to worry about.
Some battles are hardly a footnote.
I see the enemy. Time for some close combat. Charging in.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
Thank you.
There they are.
That was brilliant.
Hey,
I see the enemy.
I love that.
This battle's out. Let's go.
stay calm, everyone.
I didn't mean to swing my sword at Grius. He jumped away from me when I did it.
They chose the wrong opponent.
Some enemies are still around. Careful
No,
now.
there's just weird timing. Looked like he dodged it. What? Oh, bird!
How's that? Okay. Let's give this all we've got.
This is our chance.
You're here?
Tougher than I thought.
Take this! You hate to see it.
Looks like it's not safe yet.
What do you mean you hate to see it? I think you'd love to see it. You killed a bunch of enemies without taking any damage.
Come on! This battle's out. Let's go.
Take this!
A tough one.
Even easier than expected. That'll do it.
Alright.
Hold on.
Oh, the air here has suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it seems that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Or would you rather we come at you? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't ya? The bastards lived long enough. Kill him, quick!
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind!
What is that? Never seen anything like it!
That's not an igniter.
Get ready!
I'm being targeted!
Blast!
Yeah. I'll guard. Yeah, it greatly decreases the damage a character takes and prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemies from gaining turns too. Oh boy.
What's that? I think something's coming.
I can take it.
Watch out!
Take this!
I'll let them.
I die hard! It's our turn now! Damn you! Sight!
During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage, but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by pressing the keys assigned to up and down to move party members between rows. What the fuck do you mean that? Oh!
Charging in.
I can...
Forward. I'll get some
I'll
distance.
back up then.
By this power.
Heal.
Use your eyes!
You gotta aim
Let's
better than
do
that.
this! Blast!
Let's go.
And now I can hit you with wind.
Scour.
Take this! Got no mercy for you! Sight!
I just keep
What's
thinking
that?
about the Final Fantasy
I think
VII
something's
jumping
coming.
back and forth.
Watch out!
Do I need to guard? I don't think I do. I will,
Bracing.
just in case.
What a joke!
What was that,
It's our
Grius?
turn now! Blast!
Yeah, I was being targeted with magic.
Seeker.
Alright.
Wind.
Take this. That was a lot of EXP. Are they soldiers from the fort? They survived. No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized a pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point.
Let's hurry.
In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
All right.
Here we are. It looks so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within.
Hey,
I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside?
Indeed.
You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it.
So?
Yeah, let's make sure we're ready.
what is it?
I would be surprised. Didn't think there'd be others with business at an abandoned mine. But why come here of all places? Is there someone you know inside? We're just passing through. Ah, of course. Indeed, this would be the shortest route to get to the other side of the mountains. Haven't you heard? This place was abandoned. But a few blokes stayed behind to do some less than legal mining. One of them is an old friend of mine. I sell the stones he digs out.
These come highly recommended.
But enough about that. Surely we met for a reason. So if there's something you need, allow me to accommodate you. Well, I have some stuff.
Now then.
It doesn't sell for much. You want, I guess, I'll buy 2 more. I have more money than I did before. And now I have 666. This area used to be quite a bustling little hub, but these days only the curious tend to get close. Of course, I made a fortune in those days. Now I'm lucky to get loose change. From the looks of it, the veins were far from depleted. So why did the Sanctist Church order the mine's closure? Dunno.
Thank you.
It is a funny number. Anyway, So it wasn't just my imagination. To think we're being followed this whole time. But like Grease said, something's off. When that human came out of nowhere, it wiped out all the soldiers to the last. Then again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere. But if that's the case, no, it couldn't be. The human killed them all. It's an ominous text bubble. Last night's incident wiped out the fort's entire garrison. Surely they lack the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow, we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Let's push through this mine while we can. Alright. I guess this would be... yeah, this is a place where we can save, so I'm gonna do that. Oop! I skipped what Gallica said. Oh well, there's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them? Fear not, most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides, it'd be against their best interests to cause a scene and risk the Crown Theocracy coming down on this place, right?
Then...
Oh, sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready? Yep.
Let's go.
If our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste. Dungeon!
However,
It's dead quiet. Are you sure there are still people working here? That disquieting stillness you feel? Those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, then it's likely.
Stop! Don't move!
Halt, deserters!
Don't you dare move!
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we've walked right into an ambush. You've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run, and if you don't comply, then the miners will pay the price for your insolence.
wait.
This is some misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human... Oh yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Well, it appears we've stepped into a whole damned conspiracy. We have no choice. We fight our way through. Here they come. Stop them here and now.
Right there. I can't believe this.
Oh, they were weak.
All right, we did it!
Ooh.
Stop right there!
We've been spotted.
There they are. What are you doing? I can't believe this.
Be on your guard.
What this?
Yep, we're safe here.
Oh, I can destroy these.
Look,
Over there! Someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Please. Don't kill me.
He's dead.
What? Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived. And the only one who could send soldiers after us.
Our captain.
Oh, come on. Let's move.
The enemy is too well prepared. Why are they going so far to hunt us down?
What are you doing?
watch out.
I see the enemy.
Stop right there!
I can't believe this.
On your guard!
What?
No way.
Isn't that? Just as I thought. It all makes sense now. It appears that we are expected.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the Kingdom's Guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago. The first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Well, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay back!
Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy
Rip your
path.
heart out and turn
O
into a
lone star,
monster.
whose light reveals the king's own
Sorry, a
power.
hero.
Awaken.
What?
Oh, he looks freaky.
What the? Oh, no, I can't fail Lord Louis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory. This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Haliatus. My home and my family were
like
taken
it's a
from me.
microphone.
I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
What is wrong with him?
Come! I will show you a world with honor!
What is this?
I appreciate you mumbling it. What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it!
Val would rather play with a toy.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that!
You want me to throw the toy?
This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Sure, diagonal slash. Go for it!
Slash.
Take this!
I will fight with to the rear guard.
I'm going to
Seeker.
rear guard, sick mage
Wind.
soldier.
Is it your
Focus.
It missed!
Die!
Ooh, he resists fire. Oh, that's annoying.
I'm tired of this. Warrior!
I'll cut you down! Tougher than I thought.
Die already!
Seeker. No.
No,
Forward.
no. I meant to. Stupid double inputting.
Die!
Trivial.
Stop raising his
I'm tired
defense.
of this. Warrior! Take this! Tell my wretches!
There we go.
Die!
I am weak to fire!
Die!
Oh, please!
Warrior!
Hack and slash!
I've got you!
Critical hit!
You'll
Woo!
die!
Get some
And
distance.
Seeker! No,
Scour.
Die already!
Warrior!
No,
cut you down.
die.
right on target!
Nice crit.
Still stand.
Die! 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 You! Die!
Vitus power.
Heal myself.
I refuse Warrior to fall! Here! Louise!
Ooh.
That'll do.
Oh, now you have levels. You leveled up a lot.
Not bad at all.
Okay, so he got some luck. I'm going to... Magic Endurance.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Ooh. You look to be a strength. I can't pick what stats he gets. Okay.
Impossible!
But he's a strength build.
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
It's you ripped your heart out and it turned into a stone, and then you spoke into it like it was a microphone and imagined a crowd around you for some reason, and then you turned into a guy.
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
Sounds about right.
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
We're brothers in arms.
We're brothers in arms, my friend.
Brothers in... yes. I'll do my best to deserve that honor. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior.
What's the matter?
Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Together we stand.
Nice. Found a new way to harness his power. Woo! Ads are about to start playing.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic?
I may have to stop the dialogue. And I know we're in the middle of a cutscene, but I don't want anybody to miss anything, so I'll be right back.
Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean?
It means I'm the main character.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, we're gonna take our friend to see more! Our friends, plural, to see more. Hi, I met this- oh.
Where are we?
Only Gallica.
What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
More or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, The lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing, you know. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Right.
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
We can't shake her hand because her hand is too small.
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here.
So now we can study the mage.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength.
Yeah.
And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and
How do you
knowledge
know about
regarding
him?
the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire, you can awaken the true power within him.
Grius, I need you to rip your heart out.
What?
You mean Grius could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is the lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You will use these charts in the assigning of archetypes.
Now then.
Firstly, let us consider the one-eyed warrior who yet bears no archetype. Open Grius' lineage chart, please.
This here.
This is the chart that shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain a new archetype by selecting one here and studying its powers. To study, you will need Magla, the source of all magic, but simply drawing from the Magla within yourself will put too heavy a burden on you. What this means is you will need to gather Mag from your battles and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. Each character can study archetypes obtained through the story by selecting the corresponding icon on the tree. Studying archetypes consumes Mag, minuscule shards of Magula crystals. Once a character has studied an archetype, you can use the main menu to change their channeled archetype at no
That means...
cost. To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here you may achieve that through the study of the archetypes and their deepest secrets.
Now then.
Now, I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. Well, the thing is I don't think he should be mage. But I don't have mage yet. But I should do it.
I see.
I should study it at least.
This right here.
An expert in magical attacks of 3 specialties, fire, ice, and electric. Such a broad palette of magical offense can be crucial to exploit enemy weaknesses. Note, however, that a mage's defenses are paltry at best. They cannot endure much harm. They are best kept out of foes' attentions, or the battle will turn dire. They also tend to go through their MP fast, and a mage without MP, they're practically dead weight. You'll have to use your magic strategically to succeed.
Alright.
500 mag is required to channel the mage. This is the archetype you've chosen? Yes.
Sure.
Yes, he's earned my trust.
Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man called Stroll, another worthy wielder of archetypes joins your ranks. He doesn't get a cool cutscene, is basically what you're telling me. From this sanctum I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch Grius. Feel his resolve and let a new soul dwell in his heart. I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
What did you say?
What is this? Is it truly an archetype? This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe. It's finally in my grasp. Yay! You can now change archetypes from the main menu!
I still have much to learn.
Changed equipment!
Fascinating.
That man with the eye patch should now have awoken to an archetype. Similarly, I can imbue you and that noble youth with a new archetype power. Feel free to experiment now and from here on. Ooh, okay! It changes their weapon. Okay.
That is...
Okay, I haven't fulfilled the conditions yet. Alright. By talking to more in the academia and studying archetypes, you will be able to unlock and then use new archetypes. You can gain useful strategic knowledge by attending Moore's lectures or by reading books from the surrounding bookshelves. Some functions of the main menu are now available, such as changing your archetype. Archetypes that have been studied in academia can be swapped in town or dungeons at any time. Changing them to suit your needs is a good strategy. You can now check the status of your royal virtues, qualities necessary in a king, from the main menu. You can raise these virtues in many ways. Okay. Cat.
That's a good kitty.
Oh, I'm petting the cat! Don't usually see this kind of cat in the city, huh?
This cat, you see.
Cute, isn't he? I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here. Looks like Plateau wants to give me something. Thanks for the incense.
That's a good boy.
Oh, looks like he's taken a shine to you. That's a value item, so do hold on to it. A valuable item. Pet the cat again. Petting him is soothing in and of itself. I'm able to forget the hustle of the outside world, even if for a moment. Mystical scrolls. The scroll has shapes of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic at the top.
That is...
That's a formula for a rather complex spell. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps a previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I would love to decipher its contents, but it will take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. But before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
This drawing.
Take a look.
Indeed. It's no more than a simple illustration. But do you not think it bears some resemblance to the Seeker archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption. And mysteriously enough, of all the language therein, that is the one I am able to parse. It says Zataku, likely the name of a person. Unmistakably so, though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. Person's name.
Hang on a second.
Well, that's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. Makes me wonder what it says.
Adieu.
My name! I'm so cool. That's great. Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. This is tutorial stuff. Order of turns. Oh yes, the pass action. Pass cycles control to the next character while only consuming half of a turn icon. This can be useful when the character's skills are not effective against the enemy, or when you want to give a character with recovery magic another action. Okay. Guarding. Press B to guard. Right. Negated attacks. Normally an action consumes one turn icon, but the result of the action can change the amount of consumption. If an attack is nullified or evaded, the number of turn icons consumed is doubled. If an attack is reflected or absorbed, all turn icons are lost and the turn forcibly ends. Yep. Status ailments. There are two types of status ailments, physical and mental. It is possible to be afflicted with both types at once. Physical status ailments persist even after a battle ends. Mental status ailments automatically recover when a battle ends. Yep. Physical status ailments. Poison! HP depletes every time you take an action. Paralysis. High chance of an action failing to occur after selecting it. Malady. Strength, magic, endurance, agility, and luck are greatly reduced. Additionally, HP and MP recovery effects are nullified, with recovery amounts becoming 0. That sucks. That's a terrible physical status ailment. Hex. Half of any damage dealt is dealt to self as well. Okay. Additionally, while afflicted, resistance to dark is greatly reduced, and susceptibility to status ailments is greatly increased. Burn. Additional damage is taken after being attacked. Frostbite. Attack damage is greatly reduced. Mental status ailments. Daze. Hit rate for attacks is greatly reduced. Charm. Character will act on their own, attacking allies or assisting enemies. Forget. Character cannot use archetype skills. Sleep. Character cannot take any actions, and any physical attacks suffered are always critical hits. Rage. Character has higher attack power, but damage from enemies is greatly increased. All actions become normal weapon attacks. Anxiety. An ally-only ailment preventing the use of archetype skills. If attacked while afflicted, the enemy will not consume a turn icon. Stun. An enemy-only ailment. They cannot act for 1 turn. Okay. Rewards of certain victory. Yeah, the Unscathed Triumph. If you crush all your enemies without getting damaged, you'll receive bonus experience from the battle. Yeah. Okay, that's all of them. Book of the Apocalypse?
What's this?
What's with this ominous red book? It's all chained up.
That is...
I advise you not touch that. I have a variety of books here from all over the world. Many of them are quite pleasant reads. That one is not.
All right.
Suffice it to say, it must not be read without due precaution. Okay. Enemy reinforcements. After a squad battle has ended, nearby enemies may show up as reinforcements to continue the fight. Wielding weapons. A channeled archetype. Yeah, okay. While in dungeons, the protagonist's method of attack depends on his weapon and can be changed by switching the archetype he has channeled. Different archetypes change both the actions available to you and the protagonist's attack range. Keep this in mind when choosing an archetype for the protagonist. Okay, that one's good. What about this one? Archetype tactics. The most effective way to form your party is to consider the balance of attack, recovery, and assist skills in your archetypes. If you obtain information about enemies in advance, you can arrange archetypes to counterattack enemy strengths and strike at enemy weaknesses. Cultivate your archetypes strategically so that you may employ a wide range of battle strategies. Alright. More reading! Looks like research documents about the warrior archetype. Swordmaster, and the elite version is the samurai. Hello, Gallica, you just flew in from the foreground.
Got a sec?
So this archetype has really good attack and defense, and their value comes from attacking in the front row. But they're not very versatile beyond the sword. Okay, let me actually read these then. This looks like research documents about the mage. In times of yore, there lived heroes who sought relentlessly to unravel the secrets of magic. Their souls together form the power of the mage. Among them, the adept who grasps at ultimate power I dub the wizard, and the elite who commands the elements I dub the elemental master. In addition, another elite form making use of dark magics is known to exist. Truly, the mage archetype has unparalleled command of affinity-based magic. But mages devote themselves fully to mind and magla. While the mind is powerful, it must kneel before pure strength at times. Let no mage forget this truth.
Oh, yeah?
So it's a great archetype for hitting enemy weak points with powerful magic, but it can't really dish out damage or take much punishment. Research for the Seeker. In times of yore, there lived heroes who ventured into unknown lands in pursuit of their ideals. Their souls together formed the power of the Seeker. This was not just one legendary hero. Across many lands and eras, those intrepid spirits who sought greater heights on the Seeker's path have borne that alias. Among them, the adept who pursues a magical path I dub the Magic Seeker, and the elite who seeks the deepest truths of the soul I dub the Soul Hacker. Ah!
Whoa.
Huh, so the Seeker archetype has a whole sequential lineage. The Seeker archetype does not excel at any one skill, but it bears the specialties of many other heroes and can perform any task. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Let no Seeker forget this truth.
I see.
I get it. So it's easy to use, but that's not enough to fight alone. I guess fighting with specialized allies might be the thing that draws out its true power. Cool. These are all for... oh no. Archetype advancement. Okay. Alright, Alice. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. To grow in power and versatility, an archetype must be channeled as you fight your foes. Archetypes rank up by earning a EXP, which is only awarded to actively channeled archetypes. Okay. And stats. Own set of unique parameters, but so do all who channel them. The sum of these numbers is the total measure of one's strength in combat. Each archetype has its own set of parameters. These are added to a character's base parameters, and the sum determines their stats in battle. It's worth noting this means some abilities can lose value depending on the archetype channeled. Okay. Advanced archetypes. You may seek even more powerful forms of each archetype. To study them, one must grow closer with certain supporters and cultivate the original archetype. Each archetype has at least one stronger, more advanced form you will eventually be able to study. Advanced archetypes can be studied after achieving a higher rank with its corresponding follower. However, studying an advanced archetype will require both mag and ranking up the base archetype high enough. Okay. Spinning thing. It spins around. Is it a toy? Awfully big if so.
This right here.
That's a celestial globe. It models the movement of the stars. Astronomy is often confused with the study of magic. Times being what they are, the association means both fields have been suppressed. Quite a shame. Okay.
Welcome. Does this...
You want to know about cats? Ah, about that cat in particular. I'm afraid he's a mystery to me too, dear as he is. When I awoke in this place, he was already here.
That's a good boy.
But he eases my mind. Petting him helps this place feel less lonely. Indeed, I feel as if I've known him all my life, for whatever reason. Alright, lectures. What would you like to know more about? Archetypes. An archetype is an embodiment of heroic virtue. Everyone bears one deep in their heart. In fact, a looming threat you face... In facing a looming threat, you face your own anxiety, and so awaken to a higher power within yourself. That is the truest essence of magic. Yet for it to take that form, surely it is a manifestation of the heroic embodiment etched most prominently in your heart. This appearance they take on, like extraordinary suits of armor. Perhaps this marks another purpose, to protect the wielder from the terrible anxiety being released. It inspires a certain glow in battle, as if facing your anxiety causes determination to surge in you, like blood through veins, throughout both body and weapon. You and your friends never cease to amaze me. Surely this will mean leaps and bounds for my research. Research documents on archetypes are kept on their respective bookshelves. You're welcome to peruse what I've gathered so far. Aside from that, I've also documented battle tactics and history that you may find useful for your further growth. Yes, I've already read them.
What would you care to know?
Studying archetypes. Studying a new archetype will allow you to use it. If you'd like to study new archetypes, I'll accept a mag as payment. However, to obtain new archetypes, you'll need to meet more followers. If you draw a new supporter to your side, I'd recommend visiting me to see what's been revealed. I hope you will study many archetypes, and I look forward to seeing these heroic embodiments come to fruition. I will even prepare gifts for reaching certain milestones, as an incentive.
What would you care to know?
Channeling. Once an archetype is studied, it can be freely channeled. Similar to equipping a weapon or armor, you should channel an archetype that best suits your situation. Studying new archetypes will do you little good unless you channel them. Be mindful of that.
What would you care to know?
Advanced.
It appears that...
Each archetype can progress into stronger forms. Spending time with your followers is the key to pushing their associated archetype to greater heights. Deepening the understanding between you and your supporters will inevitably strengthen you and your allies. Don't forget that.
What would you care to know?
That's everything. I don't need to study. Well... I mean... no, I don't have enough mag to study the others. Oh my god, their colors are slightly different. I need to look at mine then. Well, I'll leave it be for now.
What now?
Oh my god, the menu. Okay. Yeah, let's start Gretus in the back row. I like the little wiggle. That doesn't work for Galaga. Okay. Oh my, there are quite a few followers. Oh man, there's only 5-day weeks? Oh my god. Alright, let's look at our new, all the information that's new. Mag. Minuscule fragments of magla crystals that accumulate in the bodies of animals and magical beings in areas where magla is dense. Though they are of little use to ordinary citizens, there is a system in Grand Trad where people can sell their fragments. As a result, some people, like soldiers, whose work gives them ample opportunity to leave the city, carry a bag to collect them, instead of throwing them away. Halia. A mountain village governed by House Haliatus, the family of Leon Stroll. Not wishing to partake in the extravagant lifestyle of most nobles, Stroll's parents were modest in their governance and considerate to their people. However, when a human suddenly attacked 7 years ago, the village was reduced to rubble after petitions for the state army's aid went unanswered. Stroll's parents lost their lives saving their son and their people. Today, the village remains uninhabited, no trace of its former self remaining. Uh-oh. On Galaga. Galaga tried to stay resolute as our chaperone, but as he gets involved in unexpectedly intense battles, she begins to doubt her role in the grand scheme of things. However, with the fairy's unique ability to deflect anxiety, she does her best to help the protagonist in whatever way she can. On Stroll. The son of the noble family of Halia, a village that was destroyed by a human. Now that he has lost his home and family, he has only his pride to redeem himself from the shallowness of his past self. Captain Klinger, the captain in charge of new recruits at the recruitment center. A short, portly, unsoldierly man, called an incompetent fool by Stroll after an attack on the fort led him to order new recruits to the front lines in a panic. Or so he made it seem. In actuality, he is a fervent supporter of Louis, and had always planned to take a mass of new recruits to die at the hands of humans in order to demonstrate his support of Louis's assertions. Plateau. Moore's pet cat who lives in academia with him. He doesn't necessarily resemble the animals called cats that exist elsewhere. The strange charm hanging around his neck, a type of magic igniter according to Moore, allows for visions of him to be projected outside of academia. Interesting. Well, I suppose we'll open this door.
My young friend, you are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, A hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
Okay.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told the two about the term archetype and the gist of what I learned. It was a lot.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
We gave you a mage, so sorry about your sword. It's gone now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
You can now give instructions to your allies during battle. During battle, you can also use R to engage in auto battle, causing your party to fight according to your tactics settings. To change auto battle tactics during battle, press left bumper to access the order view. Outside of battle, find them under tactics in the party section of the main menu.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
What's up?
You don't see anything? I don't sense anything off. What are you on about? So no one else really sees him. Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Oi, are you lot alright? Hey, the peddler. What's up, dude?
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner and assumed there'd been some accident, but looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. It was the military. What business would they have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they're after the miners.
Hold on.
Wait, how did you get in here? I'm certain the entrance and exit were sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers? Well, I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fella who looks like some kind of general. You mean Klinger? But we left him splayed out over there.
Huh?
What? He's gone!
Damn it.
Damn, we must go after him. It'll be bad for us if he returns with reinforcements.
No.
Leave him be. He has no one else left. I wager he was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Louise as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be, at least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either, after what he said to us. I've no idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone would be dead in here. I'm gonna be around for a while. If you need anything, you know who to ask. Protagonist and Gallica can see more in Dungeons or Towns. Interact with him to take a moment, read your novel, and transport to Academia. You select to see what level other players were at what party formations they used when they cleared the dungeon you were challenging. I don't need that. When selecting information to review, you can also change your party formation to reflect in other players. Nah.
What now?
I don't need to go to academia. He didn't have the troops to secure the entrance and exit. Thinking about it now, I should have seen right through his bluff. It was my duty to protect you and Gallica. I regret to admit my judgment has dulled, and so I failed you both. We're not children. You're right. I suppose now I'm the one being told what to do when it comes to fighting. Time to rely on that power of yours. I'll leave you to lead the battle.
Let's go.
If we can get past this point, we'll soon find the road to Grand Trad. Can't be late for the royal funeral. Let's hurry. I'm gonna...
What now?
Just... settings... sound... I just... It feels so loud, but it's already been turned down. Alright. Damn it. We let Klinger get away. Let's be patient for now.
Yeah.
You're right. We don't have time for distractions. Above all, the mission is our priority right now. We must reach Grand Trad before the royal funeral. Besides, if Luis is the mastermind behind all this, there's only one thing for me to accomplish.
Oh, definitely.
He must be assassinated. I will do everything that I can to make that happen. I'll continue to count on you. Luis must be assassinated.
Oh.
These minor blokes and I go way back. I've known them since before the mountain was closed. That's why I can't stand it. One of my mates being dead. I'm sorry for involving him. It ain't your fault. Mining is dangerous to begin with, and they were doing it illegally. They all knew something like this might happen. And I'm just as guilty for helping them. I suppose things were destined to end this way. I should take the hint and close up shop. Yes, I've decided. If I'm quitting, then I may as well go about with a bang. Even my secret stash is on sale
come
now.
highly recommended.
I'm even clearing out my stock of weapons and armor, typically reserved for just my regulars. Help me out and buy it all, yeah? I don't have
Now
that
then.
much, though. I don't have enough money for that!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Much obliged. You take care of yourselves here. Don't be shy about restocking if you're running low on supplies. That was nearly it from me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry you got dragged into all this. Most of the guard's soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps. Right. Considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait. A worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. A surefire tactic against you alike. I am heartily ashamed. That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You'd best turn back now, if so. Something nasty in the air lately. The gelatinous is jiggling around in there. They're not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Tried chasing them away, but a blade doesn't do much to them. Fire's our best shot, or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is a right monster's den these days. All I'm saying is, it's the long way to the other end of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed.
But
The king's funeral is upon us. We haven't the time to look for other routes.
Yeah.
Not much else we can do then. But we should at least make sure we can use some magic. Restock our healing supplies? I haven't used any yet. We'll be fine. Deeper inside's a real monster's den, I tell you. You've got to mind those gelatinoses in particular. They're so blobby that swords won't cut through them. If you run into one, I suggest you set it on fire and chase it off.
Hi.
I wouldn't go any further if I were you. The mining areas felt strange lately. Not just monsters. There's some dangerous Magrilla crystal that mesmerizes them, so the others claim. I thought it mere superstition, but either way, it's not normal. Just be on your guard. Oh my god, they're big. What is this? This uncanny feeling in the air.
This place.
The magma here feels awfully dense, too. Was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shaft, no different from the others.
That being the case...
Perhaps this is what that miner was talking about before. Something about the interior of this place being unusual. Assassinating Louis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourselves now, for we'll have no time to rest until we're through here. Mind their numbers and watch your health carefully. We clear? While moving, press up to use auto recovery. This will use a skill from a party member's equipped archetype to heal the party to full health.
Be careful.
We end this quickly!
Forward!
I won't hold back. Blaze! Time to end this!
In the name
of justice, I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
Yeah,
Let's stay calm. Seeker!
does seem to resist.
Just one left.
They're down.
Blade there,
I
man.
knew you had this.
I got some corrosive acid.
Easy, eh?
Okay. New skills, new possibilities.
Woo! Tarakaja!
Whew. That should do it.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
They'll need more than this.
Stroll!
Let's
take
go.
back your defenses.
Blaze!
He'll be fine.
Got them right in their weak
In the
spot.
name of
Sharp
try some
as
of this!
always, Grius.
The freedom of
Nice
a wanderer.
crit!
Vitus power. Wind! Still here?
This any means necessary. Burn! I'll go for
They're
the kill.
down.
I can't afford to...
That's what Grius does.
Resisting physical means nothing if I crit.
Victory is ours. Not bad, if I say so myself.
They're down. A victory well earned.
Let's do this.
Right. Let's do this. They're mine.
Got them right in their weak
I shall
spot.
fight.
Sharp as
die
always,
hard.
Grius.
We won't hold back. Scour!
Mage! Blaze! One
They're
remains.
down.
I can't afford to...
That's what Grius does.
I think I'm getting used to this.
I think we're in the clear.
Yes, I believe so. What dis?
Whoa.
We're so lucky.
Miner's boots. Agility and endurance, huh?
What now?
How do you equip that? What? Why was my archetype visible on screen for a sec there?
There they are. Forward!
Let's take them all out.
Okay,
some of this.
let's give this all we've got.
They're mine. Blaze!
Let's see. Oh,
I shall fight. No holding back!
physical maybe?
That's
Got
one!
one!
Let's
No
see
bad.
apply this power. Wind!
Wind work? Nope.
A tough one.
Just resists magic.
Go on, finish the
Only
job.
one left!
Taste!
Finish them off!
Oh,
We're
nice
clear.
crit.
Not worth our breath.
Not bad. I feel stronger.
Let's put some love in agility.
Don't let your guard down yet.
I see the enemy.
Find you.
Charging in.
Hey! Great job!
There they are.
We've been spotted. On
Time
your
for some
guard.
close combat. Let's give him a fight.
Advance. That's one strategy.
Now, what's the play? I'll cut you down. Let's wrap
Got
this up.
one.
Double
okay.
Great job, Cole! Only one left!
It's in your
Finish them
hands.
off! We're clear.
Yeah, he doesn't do
yet.
much. So yeah, passing turn is a good idea for Grius when fighting those snakes.
You hate to see it.
Don't let your guard down. There's more of them.
Don't think we can avoid
Right
a fight
there.
here.
Forward!
No!
Brace yourselves. It burns.
I'm weak to fire.
Reese dodged their attack. You still got it.
It's in your
I
hands.
shall fight.
You get attacked, you'll hurt a lot more than usual.
Tougher than I
Uh-oh.
thought.
Falling back.
Last
one.
No need to. That's one
Now,
strategy.
are you prepared? Hack and slash. They die hard.
Burn is a physical ailment though, isn't it?
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
Woo!
Time for some close combat.
Can't linger here. Seemed the right move. I didn't think I could grow anymore.
Nice, now we have ice.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
All right.
I love it. We
I
got
see the enemy. Forward! All right. Push through.
Good.
Down
That's right.
in one fell swoop.
I won't hold back.
Burn!
Let's get rid of the slime.
Pressing
Pass
it.
this
I
hand.
should the right
Warrior. Let's wrap
Throw
this
that
up.
one out.
The freedom of a wanderer. Still up?
Only one
This,
left.
the power
Finish them
of
off. We're
heroes.
clear.
It's in your
pass.
hands.
Now, what's the play?
Don't need to waste an EMP casting ice on something with such low health.
There's no way I'm
That'll
stopping
do.
here.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Some enemies are still around. Careful now. Just a bunch of weak
Right
ones.
there.
Be fine.
All right. Let's push through.
Great job.
Cool. Alright then.
Oh,
No good. This was all for naught if our way is blocked.
I don't like this.
That's not all either. I'm sensing Magla, and the feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing. Like back at the fort. A human!
don't tell me.
Same as the fort. Surely you don't mean.
But
Fear is a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Gallica's words are cause for concern, but for now, we need to keep moving.
look,
Look closely. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. We should be able to squeeze through. If we go at one at a time. Can't believe the mine caved in on us. We need to be more cautious.
There they are.
Don't think we
Time
can
for some
avoid a
close
fight here.
Oh!
Incoming.
Oh, there's so many of them.
trivial.
Your guard's down.
Let's go.
Bigger threat. Take that.
Let's keep this
They're
up.
down.
Now, what's the play?
That's just what
Warrior.
Grius does.
Hack and slash.
They die hard.
3 enemies
I will
left.
fight to the rear
We
guard.
can do
Let's
this.
go. We're not out of this yet. My thanks.
Now, the power of heroes. Blaze.
Let's go.
Got them right in their weak
I can't
spot.
afford to hold back.
Sharp as always, Grius.
No.
Grius has been
I
burned.
won't hold back.
If he gets attacked, it'll hurt a lot more.
I know.
Your guard's down.
Mage. Burn.
It'll be fine.
Got them right in their weak
Now,
spot.
what's the play?
Sharp as always, Grius.
Not done
Oh
to
my
freedom
god,
of a
it's
wa-
still
Charging in.
alive!
Down.
Oop, I crit.
They're down. I knew you had this.
Burns. Mage. Blaze. Stay focused.
Grius
I have
got
much to
one.
learn from you.
Grius dodged their attack. He's still got it. Grius has been burned. If he gets attacked, it'll hurt a lot
He'll be
more.
fine.
Not bad.
We did it.
If I say so myself. A new power to wield.
Heat up. Increase his physical skill attack by 10%. Ooh.
Burns will bring me down in battle. Can you heal it?
Yes, I will.
What now?
Yeah. And then... He was just...
Luke.
I see the enemy.
Oh, good.
There we go. More wolves? No, teeth!
Right there. Very impressive. Whoa.
Ooh, iron gauntlets.
What now?
I guess he's just visible when you close the menu. Alright.
What now?
As we're going to start playing again soon, so instead of having it happen where I have to leave in the middle of dialogue, I'm gonna preemptively stop for another break. Let them play out, and then I'll come back. Let's keep going.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Sandworm Volmo?
I see the enemy.
No choice but to cut through them.
I'll give it my
Just
all.
barely.
Some of this. Advance.
I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
This. Let's go. Crystallize.
Blues, maybe?
Got them right
Yep.
in their weak
Let's stay
spot.
calm. Let's go.
Sharp as always, Grius.
Let me help.
Going to
owe
up
you.
your attack.
In the Are you prepared?
Do it again. Kill him.
They die hard.
Oh, he's still alive.
Mage! Freeze!
Got them right in their weak
It's
spot.
okay. We can do
Sharp
this.
as always, Grius.
A tough one.
He's so low. Come on. Oh my god. Just do it.
Even easier than expected.
Okay.
One's training
Nice.
is never complete.
Oh, we are a magic guy. Okay.
Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless.
That should come in handy. Pocket it. We got this. They look pretty weak.
Time for some close
Let's
combat.
wrap this up quick.
That
Those
was
guys.
brilliant.
Those guys aren't nothing. What's in this
Put it
one?
in your stockpile.
A uniform. Can be purified at a church? What does that mean?
What now?
Oh, I guess it doesn't have, like, special stuff? I don't know. I don't know what that means, but, I guess we'll purify it when we find a church.
There they are. Come on!
A fine job.
Charging in. Let's push through.
I knew you could do it.
There was more than one. Gosh. Okay, this seems to loop.
I see the enemy. Let's push through.
Something.
There they are. Right there. Here
Nope,
we go.
nope, nope,
Eyes
nope.
up, novices.
None of that.
Are you prepared?
Hack and slash. They die hard.
No, I won't hold back.
Let's get rid of this guy.
Got them right in their weak
Let's stay
spot.
calm.
Sharp as always, Grius.
Seeker! Scour! Nice!
Covered him.
I shall fight. I shall vanquish evil.
Troll.
Aw.
Better than that.
Come on. Okay, that's fine.
Your guard's down.
They're mine.
I'm
Blaze!
just gonna attack this one.
Two remain.
They're down.
It's okay.
That's just what Grius does.
Not bad.
Ah! Well, that about does it. Eyes forward. Enemies are still
There they are.
present.
Forward!
Oh,
This won't stop us.
Watch out! You're holding
now.
it together.
Don't be careless. Here I go.
You're barely holding together. You gotta heal up quick.
Are you prepared?
Stroll.
This,
They've
let's
sapped their
go.
defenses.
Crystallize!
Got them right in their weak
I'll get
spot.
some dish. Seeker!
Sharp as always,
gonna
Grius.
heal.
Now, warrior. Hack and slash. Suppose this is it.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Oof.
Mage! Freeze!
Got them right in their weak
Let's stay
spot.
calm.
Sharp as always, Grius.
Let's try this.
Get up.
I live to see.
Ah!
Tougher than I thought.
Not good.
Everyone,
Stroll.
Can you stop?
me.
Get him back on his feet.
This should help.
I live
It's
to
okay.
see another
By this
day.
power. We can do this.
That helped.
Watch out! You're barely holding it together.
Okay, that's fine.
You're barely holding together.
Warrior!
Gotta heal up quick!
There we go.
That was close.
That'll do.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Item acquisition rate. Up endurance.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Oh.
I see the enemy.
They look pretty weak.
Charging in. Come
Let's
on!
bump this up quick.
There they are.
They saw us. Heal while you still can.
Yeah, I will.
What now?
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Okay.
Right there. All right. How's that?
Good for.
Let's take them all out.
Okay.
I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down. 3 remaining.
Blades
Great
any
job, Troll.
means necessary. The power of
well,
heroes.
We'll use it. He's got. Oh wow, yeah, no.
Keep
Grease
pressing
has
it.
this handled.
Let's stay calm. Let's go. Wind!
We'll use wind.
Last
Cover
one.
them.
Now, what's the plan?
Ah! This. Go on, finish the job.
Yeah, it's not gonna move, so we'll just attack it normally. There we go.
Not worth our breath.
Not bad, if I say so
I think we got
myself.
them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Treasure
not bad.
chest. Guard's talisman. That's an accessory, yes?
What now? What now?
Okay, that's all of our SP restarted, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, this is the way forward. Oh, hey, a door.
Hey!
Hey, see that room over there? The magma feels less dense there compared to the rest of this place. That's so. I don't feel anything. A safe room? I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the magma hollows out just for that room. Back in the sanctum, I heard that fairies are natural adepts at sensing magma. It's safe to assume that Gallica is no exception.
How about a break?
Maybe we can get some rest in there? Why don't we head inside?
Indeed.
That's not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing.
Hey,
This does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the magma's thinner here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I get. There's varying intensity to the magma that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. It seems not much could seep into this room. A magma hollow, if you will. Even our igniters won't work as well in here. A magma hollow seems as good a term as any, and all the better if Gallica can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of magma when the area around it is flooded with the stuff.
All right.
The beasts seem loath to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. In dungeons, you'll find places called magma hollows, which can be used as resting points. Here you can safely speak with your allies, record your travels, or visit academia. Cool. Make a record. Let's save. Talk to allies.
Still, though.
This tunnel's just crawling with monsters, isn't it? The magla is really dense, too. I never imagined it would be this dangerous.
True.
Indeed, it's nothing like what we were told. Rias, are you familiar with this place? I don't know of any concrete details, lad, but I can say that these monsters weren't here the last time I passed through.
Then...
So you're saying that these monsters are the result of this thick magla? Well, if there's a reason for it, I can only assume it's the workings of magla. But there's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest. Let's go to Academia real quick. Pet the cat. Also, I got a new memorandum. Oh, for the Magla Hollow. Magla is not uniformly concentrated in the atmosphere, existing more like patches of smoke or fog in the air. As such, Magla is dense in some areas and extremely thin in others. One could say the Magla was hollowed out. Such areas provide reprieve from especially dense Magla, as the likelihood of encountering organisms affected or frenzied by Magla is significantly lessened. Cool.
Do make yourself at home.
I think I can research. I won't equip them, but I'd like to be able to...
I see. Fascinating. This right here.
This heroic embodiment is that of a good teacher who manipulates the forces of magic at will and performs miracles in the name of the one who leads.
All right.
Yes.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Then so be it. It shall, by shared resolve and honor, create take new form as a mage. I'm not gonna equip it though, but... A worthy herd who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee our soul. The soul
really?
Of the mage. So this is the power of the mage's soul. No matter the magic, I shall see to its mastery. For all those still suffering in this land.
I found new power.
No.
I see. Fascinating.
The warrior. This is the archetype he sensed from Stroll's way of
This
life.
right here.
Its heroic embodiment is the gallant and indomitable champion of the people who fights in the name of the weak.
All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior.
I see.
So this is the power of the warrior's soul. This overwhelming strength seems perfect for fighting on the front lines. I will see this through to know my destiny. Cool.
New skills, new possibilities.
I am not going to equip it right now, but I have studied them. And I may as well let Rias study. I'll have him study warrior.
I see. Fascinating. This, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Leave it to me.
The power of the warrior, is it? I welcome any chance to demonstrate my prowess with a blade. Even I can grow stronger, I see.
I still have much to learn.
Yeah, you're not gonna equipping it right now, though. I just want you to have it. So I'll want to train the others up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
You'll
going back
come
to
again,
reality.
won't you?
I'll save again. Let's resume exploring.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Hello,
Pardon?
peddler. What's going on here? There are monsters everywhere! And doesn't the air feel off? How is it that you're here? Have you been following us? Well, I considered returning to Grand Trad. I reckoned passing through here would be a shortcut, and it felt safe considering you lot took this way as well. Seems right foolish in hindsight. There's something bad up ahead, mark my words. I think I'll head back. Well, you're continuing on this way, I take it. If there's anything you need, I'll be here a bit before I set off.
Pardon?
I think this is enough of a sign to cut my ties to the, illicit mining. Once I return to Grand Trad, I'll get a new venture up and running. You lot take care too. I reckon you have lots going on, but I wish you the best of luck.
Now then.
Ooh, enhance certain gear at churches, okay. Let's give Stroll a better sword.
Oh.
Oh, I can afford the rod too.
No harm in it.
I'll give the bone vest to
All right.
Prius. I can't afford anything else. That's fine.
Thank you.
That looks ominous.
Wait a second.
Wait. Something feels really wrong further in. It might be what I was sensing. Unfortunately, we've got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead.
Got it?
I'm going to open it. Are you ready? Yep.
All right.
Good to hear. Let's go. I can see the glow of a strange crystal and an even stranger monster in front of it. That looks like a human.
What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a crystal. Of raw magla. This feels wrong somehow. Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand. And anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving. It's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes.
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
This there, mate.
Let's try ice.
Got them right in the
It is ice.
Sharp as always, Grius.
I am gonna use Tarukaja on Stroll.
Here. Helpful as ever. Now, warrior! Hack and slash!
Front row is being targeted, huh?
Let's go. Crystallize!
Got them right in their weak
It's okay.
spot.
Falling back.
Sharp
Seeker.
as always, Grius.
Wind!
I shall fight as the noble guarding seems the wise move.
No, I won't hold back.
Because I don't know if everybody moving to the back
Let's
means
stay
that
calm.
it doesn't attack. I don't trust that.
By this power! No.
Okay! He needed to move to the back row. Good
No
to know.
holding back! Ah!
Blades ready. Mage! Freeze!
Got them right in their weak
It's okay.
spot.
Seeker!
Sharp as always,
We're not out of
Grius.
this yet!
My
Stop
thanks.
being
I can't afford to
low
hold
on
back.
health.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I do need to stay in the back row.
There, mate. Crystallize!
Got them right in their weak spot.
Let's go!
Sharp as always,
Let me
Grius.
help!
Raise
Helpful
your
as ever.
attack again.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Just keep doing what you've been doing.
This mage! Freeze!
Let's stay calm. Forward! A tough one.
Uh-oh.
What a shame!
God, you've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
I call upon royal power within! Not done
No
yet.
need. Mage! Crystallize!
Got them right in their weak
To the
spot.
rear guard. Come forth,
Sharp
royal
as
soul.
always, Grius.
Heal, and then I'll heal.
I can't afford to hold
Grius.
back. Warrior! Ah! Tougher than I thought.
Front row's being targeted again, huh?
Any means
He
necessary.
is almost dead. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Goodbye.
Just part of the job.
What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
You can't be serious.
Magma crystals that cause madness, but with a touch. So they truly exist. But we were able to destroy it with a sword swipe, so... It's fine.
Right there. Come on! Time for some close combat.
Strongest you felt it. Does that mean there's something up ahead? I missed what Gallica said. There's more? Oh, hold on.
What now?
Let's see. I should use items. Me.
Really?
Hey, do you see that?
That's...
What is that? Just look at the size of it. Not something I'd hope to ever stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a dragon.
Huh?
A dragon? You mean those creatures from the legends? I've never seen one with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into this thing's roost and had no choice but to back off.
Look,
This mine taps a magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation.
but
Luck is on our side that we've caught it slumbering like this. We can slip past it and continue forward. Almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with magla, too. Dragons are ancient, and strong magla follows in their wake, just the way it goes. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't take this decision lightly.
Got it.
Louis. On that note, let's push on. Quietly now, and I do mean that. If we wake that thing up, we're in for the fight of our lives.
But
But there are monsters around here too. Aye, if they see us and cause a ruckus, we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through.
let's go.
Understood? Good, let's go.
Don't panic.
Stay low, panic will do you no good for now. Proceed without enemy noticing. Dragons, an enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme at the top of the ecosystem, king of all monsters. They are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military gauntlet runners as easily as breathing. Best not to get on their bad side.
watch out!
Got it?
Let's avoid making clatter that might wake the dragon, shall we? Let's just, yep, continue on. Somehow, we made it through. I was expecting the worst to happen, but thankfully, we lived to see another day. We got lucky this time. Had that thing awoken, we'd be in a very different situation. If anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd need to have a gauntlet runner. Gauntlet Runner would certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier. May as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves.
You know...
Yes, nice, but can we move on? We're still done for if that dragon wakes up, so let's not overstay our welcome.
Look.
Isn't that the exit?
All right!
It is! We can finally get out of here. Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment.
What?
Oh no, could it be?
Look!
A dragon's roar? And you feel that shaking, right?
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here?
No, stop.
It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run!
Run!
Oh my god!
Hurry!
Yes, I'm aware the bridge is collapsing.
Run!
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
You can fly.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Whee, it's chilly. 7 degrees
this
Celsius.
is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
That must have been hard.
That must have been hard.
Still, it opened my eyes. It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army... Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
It was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way! Hurley these blackguards into the palace!
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him! I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness! What is this?
Whoop.
His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior for His Highness. For the king, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. To kill Louis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Louis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
Indeed.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
I'm exhausted. Rogue. A tribe whose members have longer lifespans, some living more than twice as long the average of other tribes. They age at the same pace until adolescence, spending the remainder of their lives in middle and old age. Perhaps as a result, the Rogue tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power.
Well...
Was this the path I was always headed for? Or is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination, and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Louis, no matter what it takes.
Nonetheless.
Though I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. Sometime after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us, or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. A terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. Ah.
You're kidding!
I can't believe not just you, but Stroll and Grias have awakened to that power. I heard the mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. I'm exhausted. That Magla was unusually dense, and now it's really already dark. I hope I can see a beautiful clear sky tomorrow.
Time for bed.
We still have a long way to go to Grand Trad. You should get some sleep for tomorrow. I do wonder how one particular knight of the Royal Guard is doing now. Okay.
Well...
I'll not let this power go to waste. Let's get some sleep. Yeah, let's rest.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future, with their own power just as you do. That is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies. Only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
Oof.
Good.
Alrighty then, let's hit the road. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? Should hurry back to Grand Trad.
This place here.
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready? Yes.
Great. Let's move out.
Let's get moving then.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Medals Day.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
How are you holding up?
You okay?
Unfortunately, I'd not had time to put any names to faces. Don't even know the name of the Roussant fella we talked down.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady! Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As
Oops. Oh shit, I didn't mean to skip that. I accidentally pressed A. Fuck! Oh well. As they gaze upon a city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart. Oh my god, the ears on the horse.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Okay.
Here we go.
Grius went ahead. Let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
Stop!
May I ask you to step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. Accumulator? Looks like you don't know anything. How
What do you think you're playing at?
If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work.
Now then.
I wonder what the lodge in Grius is mentioned is like. Can't wait to actually get some rest for once.
Ugh, come off it.
No, Nelda again. Ugh, and it's the same one that was skulking about earlier, too. You dare to show yourself here just as the royal funeral is taking place? Oh, this is a bad omen. Hurry up and get out of here. Your kind will only make the Magla stronger. Wow, this lady's one to talk. It's not like she can actually tell how much Magla is in the air.
Hey!
What's this, then? You come to pick this one over, too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. Is he alright?
You are.
What, never seen someone hit by this before? Just look at him. Of course he's not alright. I think somebody moves him along during the day, but come night, he's always around this parts moaning like a ghoul. Waste of sympathy trying to look out for these types. Not exactly a rare sight in town.
That's the end of this man.
Just can't stand it.
Till a few years ago, Gauntlet runners used to park here in this carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I looked forward to. But nowadays, there's a ban on them or something. Uh-oh. What the hell? Oh, that guy's fine. He's just hanging out. That guy there is not doing okay, though.
That's terribly unfair.
This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of Gobborns, and I thought I was going to die. I suppose it is reckless to be in this line of work with just a plain old horse-drawn carriage. If only I had a gauntlet runner. Wait, what's the point of complaining to an Elda? I must be more exhausted than I thought.
Aha!
Oh, could it be? You're an Elda, correct? Why, I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city? That's right. I see, I must admit, I'm quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside of the city is a most dangerous venture. Unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. Well, if this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. This city's denizens can be somewhat unwelcoming toward people of your tribe. Oh.
Just pathetic.
Look, I don't give a
Sunshade
toss who's
Row.
king. I just want some coin.
Oh geez, there's more. So this is Sunshade Row. Seems like a fine place to disappear from prying eyes.
Got it.
But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around?
Do you need something?
The Hush Tawny Be Inn. Only bad sorts of folk in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk. I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of the way.
Dreadful.
Hello, you look unique.
Damn.
Oh. That accursed landlord. Told him my mother comes tomorrow and he still springs all this work on me.
Hey.
Hey, you fancy a riddle? There's one sure to find the kind-hearted in this country. No idea. Right up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are good, virtuous people. A true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes.
Well...
And by the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to this cesspool of a city? An inn on Sunshine Row. Ah, the Honeybee. What business might one have there? When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait! That last Nydia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering. What the fuck?
What am I supposed to do here?
I don't know what's up with those people, but they need help. They are struggling. Don't look at me, damn Elder. Okay, fine.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
What is it?
Watch out for pickpockets. You can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
Wow, okay.
Hey, you there!
What are you doing here? This ain't a place for a guy of your stature. Hold on, Anelda? I see, so that's why. I have business at the Hush Tawny Bee. Is that right? I won't pry, mate, for both our sakes. We know how it is being put through the ringer, too. Sorry about picking a fight with you.
Oh.
Alright. Coming up to another row of ads, so...
What now?
I'll be right back. Alright. Hello, Grius.
Oh.
Grius, we heard all the soldiers at the fort got annihilated, but not you, I see, you stubborn old bastard. About that. Don't you worry. Nearly all of Sunshade Row's in your debt. None of us here will go running our mouths now.
Oh.
This place.
This is the Hush Tawny Bee Inn.
Got it.
Finally, a place to get a proper rest. Something good's cooking too, I can smell it. Let's hurry inside, as he runs into the wall.
You're back.
Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the honeybee without her. Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
Looks like potatoes and tomatoes.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
He doesn't seem to be stopping.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick.
I guess
but
it was meat.
It grows on you fast.
Red grass roasted bido. Bird meat. one of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the Resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us, which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly.
Please don't die.
Worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him.
It just dawned on me. You don't have a friendship link. Please don't die.
I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
I don't know about this.
I really don't know about this.
Stop fussing. Leave it to me. One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
You've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves, but I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her, at least?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey.
After nothing but the hard ground of campsites, I'm looking forward to sleeping tonight. You can handle Grius' daughter, can't you? A Hushed Honeybee Inn. A tavern and inn located on the back streets of Grand Trad, managed by a parapus named Fabien that acts as Grius' secret base of operations. The first floor is known to be an unofficial meeting place for minority tribes to gather and exchange information. Fabien is generally aware of Grius' covert operations and occasionally even lends her cooperation. At the tavern, Fabien prepares delectable dishes from her hometown, and her food is highly popular. Redgrass Roasted Bedot. A culinary specialty from the hometown of Fabienne, hostess of the Hushed Honeybee Inn. Roasted with zesty spices and redgrass herbs, this aromatic poultry dish is supposedly so addictive one bite will make you crave it for life. Many customers frequent the Honeybee to indulge in this meal alone, a hidden gem of Sunshade Row. Maria. Maria Alches? Grius' daughter, part Roag, part Ishkia. She lives at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad, where Fabienne takes care of her. A cheerful and lovable girl, she helps out in the inn at night, but is often discriminated against for being half-blood, resulting in a lack of friends her own age. Aww. Fabienne. Fabienne Volpus, proprietress of the Hushed Honeybee Inn, a tavern and inn located in the back streets of Grand Trad. A beautiful parapus woman of good character, she has a common-law marriage with Grius and thinks of his child Maria as her own.
Please enjoy your stay.
Grius and I go some ways back. Please make yourselves at home.
Did you need something?
Can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
You can't relax. Your job must be hard. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Want to read it together?
Want to read it together?
Really? Oh, but I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
Let's read then. There's so many pictures. Are all books like this? Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
You're strong.
You're a strong girl, Maria.
I know Papa's always busy with work, but I'm happy when he comes home. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Let's do this again sometime.
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me? Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about our safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells
Healer.
the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Thank you.
Now I can study the healer! Hello, Days. You can now study the healer in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Don't worry, it's fine.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
Oh? Yes, what happened?
I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabienne and go to bed. All right. I'll try to read this part now.
Ooh.
In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life.
All right.
What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia.
Ooh. Nice! Congratulations!
All are equal. All live in safety. And the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting. And everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral.
Hey, I can upgrade that miner's armor that I found there. Though, I suppose it's not really the time for that.
I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Louis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all. We're gonna split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here, don't worry.
Papa?
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read some more.
We can read a little more from my book, all right?
Really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Locations of facilities. Press RB to open the local map. Icon shows where each facility is located. Major facilities include the weapon shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop.
Let's go.
To get to the Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down to Sunlumio Street, then turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on our way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help. Regolith Grand Cathedral. An enormous cathedral built in the royal capital around the time Sanctism was established as the state religion. The largest structure in the entire kingdom, it boasts a scale far surpassing any other Sanctus construction. The land on which it was built was the former cemetery for the Ukrainian royal family. The highest point of the building soars past the palace by a large margin.
That reminds me.
What is it?
Yeah.
Lots of people now. Today's the royal funeral of the king. He's really gone. My bottle's about gone too. Gonna have to throw my own royal funeral. Haha.
What?
Ugh, he reeks. What's with this guy? We can't go through this way, so let's steer clear. That was mean. Oh, hey, it's more.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. We're still very early in the game, but I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to Academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to Academia when I can. Give me a moment.
Idiot peasants.
Oh, out of my sight, filthy little
Come
Elda.
on.
Someone's shouting from upstairs, but don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. What the heck is
That
this?
reminds me.
Rumor has it that this store only operates at night. Maybe we should check it out some night when we're free. Okay, we'll check out Glow Mall later then.
I'm out of ideas.
Now, where was I?
Let's go to Academia.
Oh.
Why, that's a new archetype. Might I ask you for a demonstration? Pet the cat!
That's a good kitty.
He seems to be in a good mood. I think he likes you.
It's time.
Oh, thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path, as I expected you would. Splendid.
Well then.
I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask of you regarding the power you are all gifted with. About archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake.
What?
What do you mean by task?
All right.
To stand fearless in the face of change. That may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That indeed is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten. Fables in obscurity.
That means...
A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step towards the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see...
Reaching this power is vital for me as well. Before our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue.
This one's important.
No deadline, okay. Increases imagination.
Please.
You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Leave it to me?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming so quickly to your decision.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Louis.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes, and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow, and indeed, change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I, too, will share in this growth.
This research.
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. The king's seal upon them may fade. Such is where this place is. Why the king confined me here. Through research, you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately, we reach the utopia I dream of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already, your efforts have done much for my research. Now, there is more I can do to assist you.
How delightful.
If an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whether you'd like. In this way, your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength.
Regards.
Let us face these hardships together. I've high hopes for your future endeavors.
Welcome.
Unlocking skills in academia. Skill inheritance is now available. You can now spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set the skills each archetype inherits. That's cool! Let me... Oh, it's 1,000. Shoot.
All right.
I won't do that yet. I won't mess with it. I don't have enough mag to really do everything that I want. Aha! All the way down here. This looks like research documents about the healer archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor, regardless of birth. Their souls together formed the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation I dub the cleric, and the elite guardian of all things holy I dub the savior. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification on the battlefield, but is a master of offensive light magic as well. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience to act as a shield. Let no healer forget this truth.
That's right.
So this archetype is a supporting role with great healing magic and some offense with light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile. Yep.
Ah, how good of you to come.
Man, I don't have... Dang it, I'm glad there's no there's no limit here, because I didn't have the mag for this. Dang it. Oh well.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go back to reality.
Again, won't you?
Sod off.
Hey, mister!
Mom got cross with me. She said don't say bad things about other people. But saying bad things about therapists is A-okay. Why is that? Because I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like weird ears or no horn. And so, wait, hold on. You don't have horns either, huh, mister? Ugh.
You've come at a good time.
Hey now, elder lad. That's a nice sword you got there. Relax, I'm no thief. But that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. By mag, I'm talking about tiny magma crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Sanctus
Don't
Church.
miss your chance to sell now.
The accumulators out here gather it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyway, what else would you use it for? Pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate.
Isn't that...
Mag. That's the currency we use to study archetypes in academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both, though, so I'll leave it up to you. Or let's not mess with that quite yet. It's nothing but Clemar this and Nobles that around here lately. That's killing me listening to it all.
Welcome.
No appraisal items.
Now then.
I don't think I need armor. Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
Hello there.
I don't have money for anything. But that's fine, I don't really need to buy stuff, I don't think. I guess... Items. Let's do items.
Hey? And what is it you want?
Well, that's... What a... Oh, do we not have... There's no... I can't buy MP Restore. Okay.
Ugh, come off it.
My word, what is this? There's a hair on this herb. Fine. Shopkeep, I'll buy it for half the price. Not how that works.
Hey?
You keep away from me.
See there.
Alrighty.
Oh. Now, how did I
Hey,
wind
mister.
up here?
Mom said she's gonna see the royal funeral. Not me, though. I'm gonna stay home and play with my dad.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Dear me.
Oh my.
Market?
It's quite fresh.
Water merchant. A cooking ingredient. Oh, MP. I can only afford 2, but I'll buy it. And I'll buy 3 of those just because I'm curious. Cooking, huh?
Amazing.
What should I do?
People may be flooding in for the royal funeral, but I'm not raising prices for a quick reeve. That's how I'm paying my respects to His Majesty. I can only afford one.
Amazing.
Got it?
It's time to sneak in. You ready? Not yet. Let me save.
What now?
There we go.
Got it?
Let's go.
All right.
Let's find somewhere out of sight so we can change. Whoop.
Lots of lords and nobles. Some generals, too. All the big names are here.
Can you see Grius?
Huh. I can pick him out. Although I don't see Luis around.
Oh,
look there!
What?
The gall! What is this?
Wow.
Isn't that the flower straight from the king's garden?
And a common-blooded man bearing them to a funeral? Does the man know no shame? That's tantamount to declaring himself royalty!
You barbarian!
Your fool of a king is dead!
Wow.
Disillusioned by vain aristocrats.
He's not even
and
trying to be
simpering
subtle.
clergy, he withered and died under his own weakness.
The audacity!
How can he say that?
This is madness! At the king's own funeral!
Lord Louis speaks true! The nobles are to blame!
Name the guilty!
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth, the truth of reality. You've all been sheltered, blinded by walls of stone. Behold a human corpse! They are no mere rumor. They lurk and nest across the very land you call home. A fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. How long before we're overrun? You can only blame your king's weakness. And thus, who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
How dare you, scoundrel! Your words verge on treason!
Against what ruler, Blueblood? The dead cannot be betrayed. Let your late king's soul bear witness. Let Louis Guiabern be named the true and rightful ruler of Uchronia.
Hey, what do we...
What's happening?
Such power. It can't be.
The palace!
Huh?
Could this be the king's own magic?
I am Hithlodius the Fifth.
His Majesty?
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Spooky.
Did he just say Hithlodius V? That face. It can't be. His Majesty.
The king? How?
Is it him?
He was dead? Why?
Be silent! Let him say his piece.
Heed me, O kingless. Time is finite before my soul departs this benighted world. In 4 moons of life past death, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that day, whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
By right of kings? The faith of the citizenry? Truly?
From the lofty heavens shall my unfading soul look down upon thee, and from the whispered hopes of thine anxious hearts shall those to whom thine allegiances lie be laid bare.
What's happening?
I'm looking at each other.
I hear thy voices ring out in clarion truth. Here and now, witness the faces of those most desired to become king.
It's Vorden.
Count Louis! Count Louis is there too!
They're all candidates.
Ha! What glorious spectacle! The mantle of king is mine by right and providence.
You go too far, Louis. We gather to mourn his majesty, and you desecrate it. You would befoul the throne, blackguard.
So be it. Shall we test that? Good people, is Vorden truly fit to be king? Or shall you cast off the shackles of blind faith? We need not be chained to birth or trial. In my world, we are a people equal and united. I shall be your shield from the human menace. Together, peace is within our grasp.
When my village burned, the church did nothing.
There's no way we can fight those monsters alone.
And those of us in bonds? Will we too be protected?
Don't be fooled! He's not the man you think he is!
Hey, look! Count Louis! He's catching up to Vorden!
Can that giant thing really see what we're thinking?
Louis, you've led the people's hearts astray.
No future exists without the power to eliminate the human crisis. Those who stand at my side, who oppose the powers that be, my protection is yours. Or refuse my hand and perish. I will lead us over your corpses.
You mean, just as you killed the king?
A country is heavier than a crown, and he could not bear it. Retribution past due.
You vile...
He cares nothing for the blood on his hands.
Damn you, Louis! You think you truly deserve the crown? You doom us all! I won't stand for it!
Hey, who are you?
Silence him! A Kingslayer deserves only death! That's right!
Hey! Yes, good! You need to go too.
Where's Grius?
Uh-oh.
Alcest?
I shall not suffer the defiance of my people's will. In my name art thou punished.
Punished? Impressive. One of the royal family's dog. Rather poetic, I suppose. See how he has rewarded your loyalty.
No.
I warned you. This is the price of defiance. Though I hadn't expected the king's own magic on my side.
Literally just
So be
admits
it.
to fear
Rally
mongering.
behind me. I will shield you from injustice. Rise above birth and circumstance, for they mean nothing!
Count Louis is our only hope!
What choice do we have? He'll kill any against him!
Not much of a choice.
Upon the day of the hero, whosoever has most earned my people's faith shall ascend upon my throne to rule, according to my judgment. Be thou criminal, pauper, or noble, thy claim is decided not by stature or tribe. I shall bear witness. From this heavenly seat I am nigh omnipotent. Look to the faces carved upon this rock, and see thou the faces of the chosen. I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial. Let all hear me and obey.
What did I tell him? I told him not to die.
The damned!
Hey, Grius! Grius!
Damn it.
Louis!
Alsus.
The sun sets on old fossils. It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Louis as king.
Huh?
Stand down!
Damned meddlers.
Same voice, though.
So your wish is to die, is it? Your bones will be monuments to Lord Louis's glory! Ah!
No! He defiles the dead!
Ah, but Lord Louis has sent me here on an important errand.
What errand?
It seems I'll need considerable time to accumulate the Magla. Until it's done, however, I'm afraid I'll have to borrow the cathedral. The day the King's mourning ends will become the day of calamity. If you mean to interfere, then die.
Well, it's okay.
Stand strong! The souls of the dead do not return. He manipulates them as puppets with foul magic!
Brace yourselves, everyone!
All right.
Brias. What is this? What the hell is this?
Stroll, get a hold of yourself. We've got company.
I'm pathetic. Got to stay calm. Calm. Damn it, I can't focus!
Anxiety. Party members who have a chance to be afflicted with anxiety in two circumstances: when you are ambushed into battle or when they receive a critical hit from an enemy. Allies afflicted with anxiety will be unable to control archetype skills, and attacks against them won't consume any turn icons, among other things. Pay special attention to the status ailment.
Sorry about that. I'll be alright.
Here they come! Brace yourselves! Stroll's anxiety is spiking! Keep the enemies off him!
The freedom of Seeker! Wind!
Stroll's anxious, and they're targeting him!
He'll be fine.
Oh, please! To the fore! No holding back!
Okay.
Scour! A tough one.
Moving to the rear, closing the distance.
No.
I call upon royal power within.
I need to back up, though.
Falling back.
I'm
This
gonna
should
heal
work.
Strahl with an
My
item.
thanks.
Nice dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
I shall vanquish evil.
High Wolf charging in. Come forth, Royal Soul. It's still up? In the name.
There we go.
That'll do. Nice. I feel stronger already.
Alright.
Where'd that man go? Did he take soldiers into the cathedral?
There should be a mausoleum nearby. Could you take his body there?
Yes, right away.
Take care with him, please. He was a dear friend. He gave his all for the king. For the royal bloodline. The least he deserves is dignity in death. My name is Hulkenberg. I have a question for you. That power you wield, it is not something they teach in the army. You are no ordinary soldier.
And you? You're clearly more than a guard captain.
I am a knight in the Crown's service. Commanding the guard is not my station's duty, but these are dire times.
A knight?
And you pretend at soldiery. But that matter can wait. Alsace seemed to know you.
Alsace?
Who is Alsace?
We'll have time for debate after we apprehend that mage. He's after the royal scepter, I'm sure of it.
The royal scepter?
Please, someone, help! Please help. I've still got family inside.
Did he trap civilians in the cathedral?
Yes, my family, and more.
I don't envy their chances if he finds them helpless.
I am honor-bound as a knight to answer that plea. I would ask your aid as well, if you might give it.
Does it not tarnish the royal knights to enlist the aid of strangers?
I haven't the luxury of refusing able fighters.
If I turn back here, I'd never be able to face Grius. Any objections, my friend?
None that would stop you.
None that would stop you, I expect.
You know me so well already. Let's just watch out for those accursed skeletons.
Gotta hurry.
We need to catch up to that knight.
Over here!
Necromancer. A man clad in black who appears to be one of Louis's closest aides. Certain physical characteristics of his suggest he's a half-blood, such as a single Clemar horn, and the eye on his forehead that doesn't open. It is said that he's powerful enough to single-handedly defeat a wave of oncoming soldiers, but what's more terrifying is his ability to magically manipulate the deceased remains into undead soldiers. Slave classes. A class of people considered so low across the kingdom that no one can be born into it. Rather, it is a restriction on citizenship, imposed as a form of punishment for crimes. A criminal becomes the legal property of another for a fixed sentence, and during this period, any action that leads to a slave's death, participation in additional crimes, or even self-harm will result in the owner being charged. Hythlodaeus V. The kingdom of Ukrainia's former king. Prior to his assassination by Louis, he arranged for his death to trigger the royal magic, which prompted a competition for the throne's succession in which every member of the kingdom was eligible, thus ushering in a time of unprecedented turmoil and uncertainty. His early reign was marked by substantial efforts to uphold his high-minded ideals, but his authority gradually diminished over the years. After the prince was attacked and presumed dead, he became an empty husk of his former self, and stopped participating in politics. That he would prepare an elaborate, bizarre magic spell in secret, completely defying his style of reign until then, came as a complete shock to his subjects, further adding to the disarray. Currency. The reeve is the standardized unit of currency in the United Kingdom of Ukrainia. It comes in several denominations marked by size, shape, and type of coin, and ranges in value from large gold coins to average silver coins, to various copper coins for sub-unit amounts. Calendar. The Kingdom of Uchronia uses a 5-day week in its calendar. Flames Day, Waters Day, Arbor's Day, Metals Day, and finally Idol's Day. There are 365 days in a year and 12 months. Each month has 6 weeks, except December, which has 7, the last of which is called Idol's Week, and is treated as a week of rest. Interesting. Royal flower. A white flower associated with the Uchronian royal family, also depicted on the national coat of arms. Though beloved by Uchronians for generations, as a sign of respect to the royal family, it is now customary to refrain from using the flower in familial celebrations. Knight. A mark of esteem granted by the Kingdom of Uchronia in recognition of one's military merit, humanitarian effort, scholastic achievement, or other noteworthy accomplishments. Those who have been knighted vow to uphold their powers in chivalric spirit, and today many knights also vow to defend the Sanctus faith, viewing it as an intrinsic part of their noble duty after it was instated as the state religion. Knights are respected in society and enjoy various privileges to match their high status. However, if any knight conducts themselves in a manner contrary to chivalric values, they are deemed as disloyal to the king and thus heavily condemned. Knights turned criminal are commonly called fallen knights and lose all social credibility. Knights may be armed, but are not necessarily members of the army. For example, royal knights serve the royal palace directly under the king. They may participate in the army under the king's command, but they are not subject to the whims of the military. Okay. Day of the Hero. An annual holiday on October 27th of the Uchronian calendar, celebrating the 3 kingdoms of Uchronia, Oceania, and Montario as one united kingdom, as it remains to this day. More precisely, it celebrates the day that the first king of the United Kingdoms was coronated. The titular hero refers to the then king of Uchronia, who put an end to the Annex War. The former king, Hythlodaeus V, may have chosen this day to mark the end of the struggle for the throne because of its historical significance, a momentous day marking the kingdom's rebirth. A kingdom's rebirth. Magla Accumulator. A device that gathers magla crystals too small or impure for use and refines them into magla crystals of sufficient quality for use in magic igniters. It has a number of open pipes that extend outwards and is sometimes accompanied by a floating terminal device, mainly stationed in areas where large amounts of people gather, such as Grand Trad or other large cities. Pipes and floating terminal collect magla from the atmosphere, though the amount collected is marginal because the technology is new. Quality of the crystals produced are a far cry from good, but they are sufficient for igniters and linked to the increased efficiency in igniter production, which until now has always required natural crystals. Though unpopular with most of the nobility who see them as an eyesore, they are viewed favorably by most, the main reason being that the crystals produced by igniters can be sold. This alleviates the discontent of those who feel deprived of the opportunity to make use of the magla that exists within everyone, as igniters and magic education are too expensive. Royal magic of the previous king. The late Hythlodaeus V was the first king to invoke the royal magic in several hundred years. None could have foreseen its consequences, as it was planned in secrecy and was to be triggered only after his death. Its activation threw the capital into chaos. The magic he invoked was peculiar. He called for a competition of the people's support, stating that the crown would be conferred to whoever would win the most faith among the populace, regardless of birth or circumstance, at the end of a designated period. In addition, in order to monitor the competition, other phenomena appeared, including the royal palace floating into the sky, the giant face of the king peering from beneath it, and the mysterious stones throughout the kingdom that depict those with the most support. No one yet knows the full extent of his magic. Face rock. Peculiar giant rocks with candidates' faces on them appeared throughout the kingdom around the same time as the royal magic was evoked. Evidence suggests they were created by the royal magic. The general understanding is that candidates' faces appear in prominence based off their public approval rating, and the rocks constantly alter in response to changes in those rankings. Apparently, candidates higher in the ranking take up more of the rock's surface. Okay.
Oh, God.
Over here!
This way. We are upward bound.
This is bad.
Careful, it's going to collapse. Watch out! Drat, we've been separated. I say, are you alright? Somehow, yeah. Problem is...
Damn it.
Damn it, there's no way up now. Seek another path. I shall ascend from here. Got it. We'll catch up.
All right.
Let us meet again above. Fight well. Be not reckless.
Okay?
There's gotta be a way forward. We need to find it. Can I save in here? I don't think so.
What now?
Nope. Can I leave the building? I can't. Okay, I have to keep going.
We've been spotted.
I see the
On your
enemy.
guard.
Time for some close contact.
No choice.
We have the edge.
Let's take them all out.
In one fell swoop.
Let's stay calm.
Last one.
Okay.
Keep it up. Only one left. Finish them off.
die hard.
We're clear.
I will.
Okay.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
We'll put another point in agility.
There are still some foes around. Don't let your guard down.
Oh, they saw us.
We got this. You hanging in there? Not tired, are you? Got this.
Take it slow if you need to. There's no rush.
Okay. Oh, ads are about to start.
What now?
Let's keep going, because I can't save right now.
Great find. Keep it.
Help me!
Blast!
Who the hell are these? Where'd they come from? No! No, stay back! That damn necromancer. He's attacking defenseless civilians.
Like I'd let you.
We can't just leave them. Come on, we have to help.
Warrior! One left!
The freedom of a wanderer.
Looks like we don't have the skills to hit their weakness right now.
Okay.
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
Are you unhurt?
Yes.
We're all right, thanks to you. But who are you? Which organization do you belong to?
The children!
Please, please save my son. He's up ahead.
Got it.
We'll look for him. Please wait here until we send word. Are you not really with the state army? Oh well, makes no difference in the end. A rescue's a rescue after
Understood.
all. I'll watch over her. Sorry to make you do this, but please look for her son. Even children got caught up in all this. I suppose it's not as simple as just bringing that mage to justice.
If it's useful, I say grab it. Just making sure. Are you okay? Don't push it.
There they are.
Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
They saw us!
I see the enemy.
On your toes, everyone!
That'll do it.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, they saw
There
us.
they are. Forward!
You'll be okay without healing, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Mama! Mama, where are you? I can't get out, help me! The child. He must be in this room.
Don't tell me. Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
All right.
It's going to be all right. Are you hurt?
Okay.
Yeah, it was scary. You were very brave. Thank you, sir. Looks like he's okay. I'm gonna go get that soldier.
Thank goodness.
Thank you and well done. I'll get them to safety. You two should get out of here as well. The area ahead is much too dangerous. Honestly, I'm not sure even the state army can handle this.
No.
We've further business to attend to. Take care of the child if you would.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly for saving me, sirs. You be careful too.
Let's hurry.
What this?
Here we go.
Balm of life. Hey. Not gonna get a lot of those normally.
Great find. Keep it.
Hello.
Everything all right?
You're late. Were you waylaid by fighting?
No.
There were people struggling to get away. We couldn't just abandon them.
I see.
In that case, well done. Still, there are likely more who need assistance inside.
Look!
'Tis a sorry mess that the royal funeral led to. I could have never imagined. We have only Louis to blame. Launching an attack on the proceedings was unthinkable.
And then...
That's not all he's done. That mad subordinates of his. You said he's after the royal scepter. Yes, no doubt to offer it to his master. Once Louis takes it in his hand, I fear the whole country will bend to his whims. We can't let that happen. I mean, we can stop him, right? So let's keep moving.
Onward.
The entrance to the upper levels is ahead. Try to keep up.
Damn it.
If he is after the royal scepter, we must stop him, regardless of the cost.
However...
You've got to be joking. That thing looks absolutely massive. We have to climb that whole way? This is going to take a while.
Yes.
Indeed we do. The royal scepter chamber is at the top. Let us make haste.
Hurry!
We're close now. Just a little further.
Look at that!
The door's up ahead!
What's become of this place? Is that Magla? And in a building like this?
It's just like in the abandoned mines.
What was that sound?
Brace yourselves. It's collapsing.
Uh-oh.
Look! The entrance!
Damn it! Now how are we supposed to get inside?
We'll not be getting in this way. That collapse was no accident. He means to halt our advance. Best to seek another way. And I've a plan to do it.
A plan's more than I have. Right. Lead the way.
Before we go any further, I would have my answers. We must speak of the man Louis executed.
So, were you a friend to Grius?
Yes. I knew him as Alsace. Arvid Alsace. He'd been engaged as a tutor to His Royal Highness, teaching him swordsmanship at the King's behest.
I see.
I see.
Yes. Well, it was back when I myself was serving as one of His Highness's personal guards.
You're a personal guard for the prince.
I was. Now he is lost to me. Which brings me to the heart of my concern. I hope you can give me the answer I seek. Why were you trying to kill Louis?
Well...
We can't reveal the reason for the assassination.
Revenge. The assassination is for His Highness. To avenge his death.
Revenge?
Not just for the prince. Louis killed the king as well.
Alsace was a calculating man. Callous, where softer hearts falter. He was not some wild-eyed revolutionary, driven by petty emotion. Why would such a man sacrifice all in the name of revenge?
Who knows? Is that all you wanted to know, then?
If nothing else, you were friends of Alsace. Once more, I would humbly request your blades at my side.
I'd think you'd find surer allies among the Guard.
You saw for yourself their failings today. A legion may be easily divided. A squad of few elites, however, moves as one. I'll have us into the Grand Cathedral. I know the way. Will you assist me?
Naturally. How about you?
Of course.
Of course.
Right. Not much point in asking, really.
Oi! Where's the state army?
I really need to know why on earth Luis would think this would help. I mean, I said it. He admits it to the crowd. It's fear-mongering. Like, he dropped a giant human corpse on a crowd of people, probably killed a few of them beneath it, and then had his airship attack the cathedral, and now there's a bunch of people dying and injured, all because of him. This does not bode well for his public image, if it is determined by what the people want. His fear-mongering can only go so far. I really don't know what he's thinking.
I can't believe all the mess at the king's funeral. Our country's doomed, isn't it?
Pretty chaotic here.
With good reason. I was there, and even I struggled to grasp the situation.
Oh, you're back. Have you seen Maria?
Maria? She's missing.
She heard the commotion and ran off. She can't have gotten far.
Oi, Fabienne! We found Maria!
Maria!
Don't move her. She suffered a blow to the head.
She must have been caught in the wave of people fleeing. Poor girl.
She's unconscious, but I don't believe it's life-threatening.
Ah, but he'll be along soon, won't he?
He's...
I'm sorry.
I was prepared for the worst, but... Oh.
Damn it. Fabienne is taking care of Maria. Sounds like she'll have to stay put and rest for a while.
Are there people still left inside?
Most of the soldiers sent in to help haven't returned. I expect Louis's forces made short work of them. No one's sure if that human's corpse is safe either, so it's just been left to rot.
Underground, there is a mausoleum where the dead are interred. It opens to the Grand Cathedral on the other side.
And we can trust your word, can we? How do we even get into this mausoleum?
There's a gate just beside the recruitment center. We'll make our way in from there.
Right. Let's hurry.
All right. Popularity rankings. Check your approval rating by pressing left bumper. Archetypes as manifestations of heroes can sense the fame of their user. You'll grow more popular naturally and by helping other people. In addition, mag proportionate to your ranking will accumulate daily at any Coronation Rock, where leading candidates' faces are carved into their surface by the King's magic. You can collect multiple days' worth at once. Oh! Hey! As of yet, thou art... Oh, and 8,000 people, though! Oh no, that's my rank. That's not how many people like me. Nameless stretch. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art worthy vessel for our power. The true king who the people would most use must be as a culmination of the heroes of Eld. If thou shouldst use thy power as 'tis meant to be, the path will open before thee. Use thy strength for justice and save the people of the realm. Make real the world that was beyond our grasp.
Whoa!
Did that voice belong to your archetype? It's true that under the king's rules, anyone could be crowned, even you. But I think stopping this calamity is way more important than worrying about that right now.
Let's move.
We'll free Alsace from his dying regrets, for his highness's sake as well.
Got it?
I'm worried about Maria, but let's just do what we can for now.
This I cannot fathom. From running out of options here.
We've made enemies of Louis. Do you know what that means? It's not just his elite private army we need to worry about. Louis himself is an extraordinary mage. Once he draws that magic-imbued sword of his, the only thing that awaits is death. Ah, Closure. What can we do against an opponent like him? Why did I become a soldier to begin with?
I see the soldiers' morale is all but evaporated.
In the end,
You there.
From the Malnova archipelago to Montario, we've wares from all over the country. From gear to the power to heal to foodstuffs till, well, nothing you'd want in your kitchen. What do you mean by the last bit? This place is a little suspicious, but do you want to buy something anyway? I'll buy a man.
Can we talk?
Like, he said that hitting an opponent with this will make them forget things. Right now you have 0 thoughts. Buying it. Strange.
Hang on a minute, you.
The Royal Guard is sloppy, aren't they?
I probably
What now?
can't save once I go in here, so I am going to. Oh, it's not a dungeon yet.
All right.
No lookouts that I can see. We will not be discovered going in or out of the cathedral as we please.
Well...
It's so quiet. It's kind of creepy.
Even so.
I'd rather have avoided disturbing the dead, but we cannot let that stop us here.
I'm a little worried.
I'm worried about the people left in the Grand Cathedral.
Let's go.
All right.
Just as I thought, this area has yet to be sealed off. We should be able to enter through here.
Now, where was I?
Morris presents. Go to Academia. Kitty! His fur is so soft and clean. Makes me curious how he takes care of it. Magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document is the word Sutaku. According to Moore, it's a person's name.
Hey!
Just to be sure, the Royal Magic is the spell that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is its formula?
Yes.
That does seem to be the case. Put another way, the king had a detailed plan to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louis's hand. Kind of a stupid plan if it involves giving your son's murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Uchronia has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. A strong desire of some sort surely spurred his decision. I believe there are still secrets to be found, a reason that this script exists, and for the name and drawing at the end.
Grant me a moment.
What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Why would I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom.
Got a moment?
Hey, you okay? Indeed. It certainly seems there is much I cannot recall.
Adieu.
Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you would share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths.
I've been waiting. I
Okay,
see.
good, I have 1,000.
Fascinating.
The healer. This is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life.
All right.
1,000 mag! Yes, please!
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So this is the power of the healer's soul. I feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others, for anyone in need. I will do all in my power. Healer archetype is awakened! You can now change archetypes from the main menu. Very well. I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Hero's fruit!
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I won't switch to it yet.
All right.
That costs things I don't have.
Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
Oh wait, no. I need to talk to him because I did the thing. I did the quest. I need to hold on.
What?
Welcome. Yes, that's right.
I believe it was also where they kept the royal scepter, instrument of the royal magic, that lofty power said to shake the world's very foundation. Should that scepter fall into the wrong hands, it would spell dire consequences for the country, not the least of which fracturing the much-needed faith of the people. The man you stand against, the man known as Louis, may be one of the most powerful wielders of magic alive today.
Fascinating.
If you would fight, you must strive to reach the pinnacle of your archetype and train well alongside your allies. Indeed, I am curious to see who prevails. Or do I need to invoke...
What now? The power of healing.
Do make yourself at home. Yes, that's right. What would you care to know?
What now?
Oh! I need to raise the healer archetype to rank 10. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'll equip it for now.
What now?
Okay. I didn't realize it had to be
You'll
rank
come
10.
again, won't you?
Damn. Alrighty. Well, I think I'll stop here. It's quite late. It's past 11.
What now?
Whoa. But yeah. Goodbye, YouTube. I gotta try something out though, because the last recording didn't save properly, so I gotta do this.